That Touch of Pink by Peachpety. Summary. Harry is tickled pink by Draco's Halloween costume. A Drarry fanfiction. Harry orders the next round from the Dracula behind the bar and props himself up next to Ron to wait, surveying the costume crowd from under the sailor hat tilted jauntily on his head. On stage, the Golden Snitches, dressed like the Hex Girls, rock the pub. Ginny wails into the microphone and Pansy leans against her, working her fingers over the guitar, their magic sparkling around them. Harry's magic buzzes excitedly with them. It's a perfect Halloween night, a night for losing yourself in the anonymity of a costume, and in the touch of a stranger. "Sexy nurse, 4 o'clock," Ron mutters into his string, adjusting his cowboy hat. Harry had already clocked the nurse, and while she's very appealing, the bloke wearing a top hat, booty shorts, and tails with no shirt may be the front runner for the evening. "Methinks top hat and tails over there," Harry says, indicating the bloke across the pub with a lift of his chin. The bloke winks, and Harry chuckles, sliding his gaze away. The evening is young. There is time to play. "Brilliant," Ron grins. "Besides, I'm the cowboy in need of some medical attention tonight." He wiggles his brows beneath his Stetson. They clink together their beer bottles, and Harry nods his head to the beat that Luna taps out on the drums, letting his attention be captured by the pub door opening. And his jaw drops. The bar, the band, the people all fade away, and the only thing filling his vision, his mind, and, if he's honest, his cock, is Draco fucking Malfoy in head-to-toe pink. Pink bodysuit, long pink tail, little pink ears peeking out of pink hair, for fuck's sake. Malfoy pauses at the entrance, resting his hand on his canted hip for dramatic effect. The beautiful bastard, though he needn't have bothered. Harry can't believe he had the bollocks to show up dressed like that. His eyes trail down Malfoy's lean body on display, over a sharp collarbone, the swell of a bicep, firm nipples, taut abdomen. And speaking of bollocks, "Oh, bloody hell," Ron says, dropping his head back and sighing at the ceiling. He glances at Harry and shakes his head. "Well, fuck, that takes care of that." "What?" Harry says absently, eyes trained on Malfoy. Ron snorts. "Exactly." Malfoy lifts a long cigarette holder to his lips and only starts his strut through the crowd when every eye is trained on him. And everyone is definitely looking, Harry notes. Harry exhales through tight lips. "As if I care about Malfoy." And the feeling seems to be mutual. Malfoy pointedly ignores Harry, clearly not caring one whit about him, lavishing his smile on everyone, and especially the bloke in the top hat and tails. A growling twinge settles deep in Harry's chest. "Mate," Ron says, "you just growled." He pours the remaining beer into his mouth and nods his head in Draco's direction. "I mean, he's still a bloody prat, but he looks fucking good." Harry jerks his attention to Ron, and Ron raises his hands in surrender. "Just saying, you better go capture your boy. He's not my—" Ron plunks the bottle down on the table and turns Harry to face him. He reaches up and runs his fingers through Harry's hair, readjusting the sailor hat. Harry presses his mouth closed. "How do you even?" Ron tucks a knot through his fingers. "Did you try the WWW hair potion I got for you?" "Oh, of course you didn't." He licks his thumb. "What are you?" Harry presses his mouth closed again as Ron swipes his thumb on Harry's chin. "Was this toothy paste?" Ron's hands are back on his hips. "So, you'll use the disgusting muggle teeth goo Hermione gives you, but not my hair goo. Honestly, Harry." I like the minty taste. Here. Ron places 2 drinks in Harry's hand. Take a drink to your boy. He's not my... Across the pub, Tophead simpers at something Malfoy says and places his hand on Malfoy's waist. Harry's mind rolls over black and he's across the pub so fast it's as if he's apparated. Malfoy smirks as Harry approaches, cheekbones gleaming with pink glitter. Hello, sailor. The bright glow from the stage light renders Draco's bodysuit nearly translucent, and up close Harry can make out the rosy hue of Draco's nipples match his pink hair. Hi, is all he can manage. Malfoy takes one of the drinks from Harry and sips, ignoring Tophead, and Harry practically purrs with satisfaction. Malfoy sweeps his gaze down Harry's body, lifting an eyebrow at Harry's snug trousers. His attention shifts to Ron, trotting up, spurs jangling. A sailor and a cowboy, Malfoy says. Where's the rest of the village people? And what the fuck are you supposed to be? Ron says flatly. Tophead smiles at Malfoy adoringly. The Pink Panther, he sighs. Harry frowns, the growl rumbles, and Malfoy leans into him, a pleased smile on his lip. You'd be a lot more intimidating if you weren't dressed like that, you know. His warm breath caresses Harry's ear, sending shivers down Harry's spine. Harry stares into grey eyes, imploring and intent. Why don't you undress me and find out? He says. Harry has hardly the time to be shocked at his own boldness before Malfoy grabs his wrist and drags him through the crowd. Harry looks back over his shoulder. Tophead pouts petulantly, and Ron gives him a thumbs up. Draco crowds Harry against the dressing room door, sucking his neck and grinding his erection against Harry's hip. Tell me right fucking now, Potter, Draco says, expression serious. Do you really like my costume? Harry laughs. Fuck yes. He groans, sliding his hand over smooth fabric and lean muscle. He cups Draco's arse and gives the pink tailor a tug. And I like the bloke wearing it too. Draco brushes Harry's lips with his own. Oh, that's sweet. Now take off your trousers. Harry hastily shoves his trousers and pants to his thighs. Draco's eyes darken. Anchor away, he says approvingly. Harry's eyes roll close, and he bites his bottom lip against the whimper as Draco works him with his slick fingers, tugging and caressing delicate skin, encouraging Harry to fuck into his fist with firm hand to his hips. Harry buries his fingers in Draco's hair and guides their lips together, panting into his mouth between kisses, warmth building, groin tightening. You're gorgeous, Draco says softly, and Harry climaxes and spills over Draco's fingers. Draco kisses Harry's ear and whispers, I wore this costume just for you. Harry drops to his knees and gropes Draco's arms, mouthing his erection, wetting the fabric with his tongue. That's sweet, Harry smiles. Now take it off. Harry finds Ron and the Golden Snitches seated at the bar. Ron hands Harry a beer, his eyes wide and darting. Harry frowns at him and shrugs. You're glowing, Ginny observes, lips twitching, like you just run a marathon. Or had an orgasm, Luna adds, smiling brightly. Ron inhales his beer, sputtering, and Harry evades questioning looks by tipping his bottle to his lips. What's that on your fingers, Pat? Pansy smacks. Harry stares at his pink-stained fingers. Malfoy walks by, pink panther ears askew in his rumpled hair. He brushes his shoulder against Harry's. I'll see you later, Potter. Harry watches him go, tail swishing back and forth with the sway of his hips, 2 big pink handprints on his perfect ass. The dye at the back of his head, where Harry had buried his hands in Draco's hair, is almost completely gone. Harry takes another swig of beer, cheeks warming with what he knows is a touch of pink. The end. Thank you everyone for listening to this wonderful story by peachpety. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoy your fall. I really hope you have some time for fun fall activities, and I really hope to see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss anything that's being uploaded on this channel.